Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. It's Tracy, and as you can see, I have a Mollie Makes. Hopefully, this is my last Mollie Makes. I did subscribe to 6 months, and I'm sure this is number 6. So this should be my final Mollie Makes magazine. So let's have a little looky. Wouldn't it be just fabulous if the last one was absolutely brilliant. Okay, so let's see. We've got the usual stuff that comes in magazines. Look at that. Did I say, wouldn't it be great if the last one was the best one? And it looks like we've got a really quite intriguing, nice Christmas stocking that's crocheted. Merry and bright. Wow. So the last one is the best one, as far as I can see so far anyway. It's only the cover. But, you know, it wouldn't be difficult for them to to surpass the others because they've not really had any crochet in, have they? Very, very little. So we got how to make a bag. What's that? Faux leather knot bag. So you can make it just by tying something in a knot. And we've got wrapping presents, which I have to do very, very soon. But they look a little bit rustic for my liking. We've got the Merry and Bright, which I'm looking forward to seeing. And we have some fingerless gloves. So here we go. We've got a bit of, I don't know, they might be knitted. We'll see. Probably some obscure craft and they don't tell you how to do it. I don't know. But we've got the usual papers, which I like. So let's have a closer look. So we've got, these are the contributors. I won't bother going into all of that. Make time. So what is this? Making what? How to make a box, perhaps? Nope, not really showing you. Introductions. Channeling peace and calm. That's very similar to something I've seen recently, that. Just little bits and pieces of editorial. Pot candles and book of the month is The Stuff. Upholstery. You want to do some upholstery. Macrame plant hanger. I'm not being funny, but my plant pot will fall out of there. There's more going on up the top. Oh well. Candy colours for terrazzo. They're quite nice pots though. Quite nice pots. And what's this? Spice cupboard. Swedish design with a green sole. Merry and bright. Natalie Beard turns a festive decor here into a colourful crochet number. So cool. We've got all of the instructions of how to make this Christmas stocking, and it's made very differently to mine. I can tell straight away. Very, very differently to mine. But mine's a chenille one that I've got on my channel so far. And we've got a few other little bits that I suppose they're just really like adverts for going on her channel, perhaps, I don't know. But they look knitted, some of them. So Emerald Obsession, use Tammy Silver's knotted bag to spruce up your party season outfits. So is this a bag to make or a bag to buy? It's a bag to make. There we are. So you can actually make this from anything, really. Don't have to be leather. Latest crush, fairy toadstools. Okay, so I suppose you can make toadstools and stick them on your garments, if you fancy. If you fancy. Or your socks, even. Kits for sewing, these are just adverts. Get a Jules tin set when you subscribe. Fancy some tins? I used to save tins. I was a bit of a tin freak back in the day. And when I was married, my husband was always throwing them away. It's like, oh, you never use these tins. And when I want to find a tin, they're all gone and I have to start getting more tins. Which kind of made him think I was obsessed with tins. But if he left the tins alone in the first place, I wouldn't have had to got more tins. So that's his fault. That's my reasoning anyway. So we've got resin. Now I really, really want to start doing stuff with resin. You know, pouring it into the mould. You've seen the adverts on Facebook. I never order anything from Facebook, but I've never found where to get resin from. But you can make some pretty cool stuff. You can make some stitch markers. You can make all kinds of bits and bobs. I don't think I'd want jewellery, but I used to see resin jewellery. They used to make these little bracelets with tiny itty bitty flowers in. Those were the first things I ever saw. So this is creative inspiration for your life and home. Okay. Kindness counts. So are these just wallpapers? Because no. This is how to make an advent calendar. Oh, okay, this is an advent calendar. I should have seen the doors. But I'm not funny. You know, kids these days, they want chocolate, don't they? Not just an advent calendar. Those days are gone. When we could just have a little box, open it and be happy. In a little door. And there'd be a little picture behind it. Now it's give me the chocolate. What's this? Why isn't there any chocolate in this? So yeah. So this is just an editorial on Atia Azmi. Her bold approach to decorating is an homage to colour and pattern. So this is all kind of her inspirations. Dried flowers. Fancy making some wreaths with dried flowers? My pen friend that I mentioned in one of my previous Open With Me's, the unfortunate peanuts incident, she used to send me Texas wildflowers in like little packets of seeds, and I had a garden full of them. They were beautiful. Like some of them were like waxy and almost like paper already, and they were just beautiful. It lasted forever in arrangements. So that's making a cushion that's shaped like a star. Touch of opulence. Felt embroidery, but they're just kits that you can buy. Christmas crafting. What's this? At expresscraft.co.uk. 10% off your next order. So they're just adverts, really. So this is how to make the cushion if you're good with sewing. So there are a few decent crafts in this one, you know, that we might want to do, like a bit of crocheting, a bit of sewing. Normal crafts. Normal for once. On the whole, though, this has been the only magazine that that I've liked, or even remotely, partially liked. Spooktacular finds. So this is where you can get hold of little bits and bobs for Halloween, perhaps. Dream it, do it. Oh, what's this? How to... Oh, well, this is how to weave this headboard on this bed. There we are, see? Showing you how to do it. And the techniques of how to make the plaits. So if you're kind of up for making a headboard, that's not a bad little editorial, is it? Editorial tutorial. And this is all about tools, like engraving tools and stuff like that. They've got more range coming soon at Maker X. And now we've got a few more adverts and the exclusive papers, which I always like to get. Got Christmas ones. I'll have to start scrapbooking again, because I could use all of my scrapbook papers. It's a shame that you've got to use that one or that one. Can't really use them both. One would be on the... I don't know, could you? Put it in a sleeve maybe, but then I don't know, how would you... It's a bit flimsy for a scrapbook. Pots of tea. So we've got hand-picked projects to fall in love with. What's this? Get a bit closer, see what that says. If you feel a little daunted by vegan baking, we've got your back. New recipe book, Vavavoom Vegan. Vavavoom Vegan Cakes, even. Is a dreamy way of cutting back on animal products while serving up something amazing. They do look pretty good. There is a new shop actually opened in Maidstone, and I didn't buy anything before my diet started because I'm doing Slimming World, but they make all of their cakes without eggless cakes. So I wondered though, a shop that makes eggless cakes, but they're all fantastic apparently, because Victoria's had them and she said they're really nice, and that's my daughter-in-law, by the way. Eggless, I don't know that many people are allergic to eggs, but you know, flourless or gluten-free, should I say, or dairy-free, I can understand, but just to have a shop selling eggless cakes, it kind of threw me a little bit. So here we have the art of gifting. So we're going to do some, I used to be really artistic with my wrapping. I used to do pleating, and if I had a circular cylinder sort of thing, I'd have pleats all at the top round one end, and I was very, very painstakingly accurate with my pleats. And yeah, I used to do all that. But now I just kind of do a bit of a sellotape fest now. Crazy sort of, never get in this. They're even dyeing the packaging. Look at that. That is taking it to the next level. Shopping small this festive season. Should give the planet a present. So if you wanted to save up to 75% when you subscribe today to Mollie Makes, this is how you go about it. Quote this code. I won't be subscribing again. This is my last one, I believe. If there is another one that plops through the mat, I'll be very surprised. I thought this was the number 6. And I hope they haven't auto-renewed my subscription. I kept saying I was going to look. But it's not really for me. There's too many diverse crafts and not enough crochet. But, you know, other people make lots of other crafts and you might want to. So there's the code, should you wish. Fresh drop. What are we making here? The earrings? Yeah, the earrings. Polymer clay they're made from. They are pretty. And crochet, here we go. More crochet. The fingerless gloves. Now once again, these fingerless gloves have got a cuff, which is open. And I don't understand how. It's a rib that isn't tight. Now my fingerless gloves have a tight rib, and that's how I like them. For them to look like a proper cuff, you know, like you do. A proper cuff, and then the gloves come out. So you've got the cuff smaller and the gloves come out. But these, they kind of splay and they're not tight enough. And I don't understand why people don't do the right kind of cuffs. I mean, they don't look too bad, but they're not snug enough for me. And they kind of stick out and look a bit bold. But, you know, at least the crochet. At least we've got some crocheting. Gift subscriptions from $29.99. So that's not for this magazine, but you can do. There's obviously Mollie Makes on it. But you have Simply Crochet, some quilting magazines, and sewing, cross stitch. Anything really that you fancy. So that would be £30. This is from, so it doesn't tell me how many magazines you get. Or does it somewhere? No, it doesn't. The perfect set gift from $29.99. Yeah, from, but I guess when you go into the site you would find out, but it's from buy subscriptions, that one. So we've got some templates coming in next month's issue. There we go. We have, I suppose that, would you say that's biscuits? I don't know. We've got a little bit of amigurumi up there. And making some little characters here. Gingerbread house, dried flower table centerpiece, crochet cat wreath, kids cape and crown, Fair Isle slippers, and embroidered Christmas jumper. That's all in next time. We've got templates for the stuff that's in here for the advent calendar on this one. And we've got the crochet stitch guide. Again, more templates for the advent calendar. And the toadstool embroidery. There you are. Bring your craft to life with Cat from Cat Rabbit. Don't know what that's all about, but no doubt I'd have to read the whole thing and that'd be a bit boring for you guys. So, there we are. My very last, hopefully, fingers crossed, Mollie Makes. And I have to say, it's gone out with a bang. It's got a couple of crochet things inside and redeemed itself somewhat. But, you know, hopefully no more will arrive. And I won't be bringing it to you anymore. So thank you for watching and sticking with me on these. It was good to sort of see what's in it. I used to look at it on the supermarket shelves where they do the magazines, obviously, and pick it up and have a little thumb through, but I could never really see what was in it. So I figured I would just give it a try and get a bigger picture of what it's really all about. I've done that, and so yeah, I'm glad I see it, but it's not really for me. But thank you very much for watching. Stay safe, take care, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.